Okay, you all understand I might be a little emotional, but my name is Frances Jokes, and I was a senior living at 50 Sickles. And upon living at 50 Sickles, I don't think anybody knows the horror and everything that really went on when they started doing the redevelopment. I was a person that lived in there, and I had been considered a part of the board, the administrative board. You know, I'm sitting here listening to all this political, all this everything of what, where, pointing. My thing is, I lived there, and I watched, and I suffered. And the more I went to each board, whichever one you want to say, I've seen, when I seen that they fired the people that were there in the beginning, I said, thank you, Jesus. You know why? Because I sat before them, and because I was somebody that I guess wasn't ignorant, and I had lived there, and I had seen that there was mold, I had lived with the people in my building and watched them become sick. I lost friends in that building, and I myself am a victim of being left in that building to suffer. I have people here that have seen me in the hospital on numerous occasions. My doctors, and I will give credit to every doctor I have had in New Rochelle, and some of them were actually doctors that were in the clinic. And all I got was, well, you know, the mold, the asbestos that you have. I have pictures of everything I have to say. And I finally, with every struggle, I hired Hudson Valley to help me get the hell out of there, because I had heard they have what they call emergency vouchers to get out. My doctors wrote letters after letters after letters, and they didn't answer the phone. I tried to get in touch with Miss Angela. I was made a target. I was made, y'all know it, y'all know it. I was made a target for speaking up against what was going on in the building. Every single day that I went, I was at the board. Oh, you know what? You're no longer needed at the board anymore. Well, my thing is, I have suffered to the point where now I am being told that I am suffering with kidney problems. I have suffered with things that my doctors had to go through every possible test there was. I can't find a lawyer. I got nobody to stand on my side, because you know what? They don't really give a damn. I made 70 this year, and I made 70, and I moved away from the building I lived in, and the disease that I now have traveled with me to the point where now my doctors have finally said, I've called outside the city, and I lost a good friend, and this is the God honest truth. We had a lot of vets and old people in our building, and a lot of them wound up, they had breathing conditions like I did. And I'm sorry, I'm over my time, but I just feel that all this is political crap. My health is now in a situation, and I ain't got nobody who gives a shit about me but my kids. I have kids, I have grandkids, I want to grow with them. I made 70. And I don't think it's fair that everybody sits here about political this, political that. What about me? I didn't ask to be sick. And because I had a brain and I had a mouth and a voice to speak up, I was made a target, and they know it. They seen me in the hospital. They seen what I went through.
Ma'am, I take no pleasure in interrupting you, forgive me, but I do have to apply the rules evenly and fairly.
I need a lawyer to help me, somebody who's going to fight. Somebody who's going to really fight with counsel.